Joseph and his brothers wept together. And when did that happen? It happened when they realized he was alive. And they were scared. And Joseph says, come closer. Don't be afraid. Come closer. God meant this for good. You guys meant it for evil, but God meant it for good to save many people alive as it is this day. So that's what we see in the scene right here. And let's go into the scripture right here. Check this out. Zechariah 12 says, they will look at me whom they pierced, right? Me whom they pierced. Who's that speaking of? Oh, yeah, that's right. Jesus, of course. And they will mourn for him like one mourning for an only son. And they will weep, bitterly over him like the bitter weeping over a firstborn. Wow, this is some extreme weeping in that day in Jerusalem, right? And on that day, the mourning in Jerusalem will be great. Wow. How does that relate to Joseph's story? Well, watch this. Check this out. Then he wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard about it. Now, he did not reveal who he was yet. He just started weeping. He put the sons of Israel, the 12 patriarchs of Israel, right, in birth order as they ate with him in his palace in Egypt. They didn't know who he was yet. And he started to weep, and he wept so loud. He made everyone go out from them except for him and his brothers, him and his family, right? Israel. This speaks of prophetic things of the future, you guys. That's what we're seeing in this story of Joseph. God put it all in here for a reason. Now check this out. So he says to them, here it is. Watch this. This is awesome. Wait till you see this. Here it is. Wait for it. And Joseph said to his brothers, I am Joseph, or in Hebrew, Ani Yosef. I am Joseph. And they were scared. They didn't know what to do. Watch this. Look at the scripture. But his brothers could not answer him, for they were terrified in his presence. Someday it'll be the same with Yeshua, with Jesus, the true Messiah. Israel will be scared when they find out who he really is. They will be terrified. But watch this. He shows them love and mercy and compassion and loving kindness. Chesed in Hebrew, right? Tender mercies and loving kindness. That's what he shows them. Now, Joseph said, do not be grieved or angry with yourselves because you sold me here. This is so beautiful. I love this story. For God sent me ahead of you to save lives. Then he fell on his brother Benjamin's neck, right? The last born brother, right? To Israel, from the same mother as Joseph, from Rachel, Israel's most favored mother, just like Mary, right? Mary was the most favored woman of Israel, chosen by God to birth the Messiah. And he fell on his brother Benjamin's neck, and he wept, and Benjamin wept on his neck. Doesn't that speak of Zechariah 12, right? And he kissed all his brothers, and he wept on them. Isn't that beautiful? So here we are in Zechariah 12 once again. And on that day, the mourning in Jerusalem will be great. It'll be great, my friend. And afterwards, his brothers talked with him. After they wept together, isn't that beautiful? He's there with his brothers, and they talked. His brothers talked with him, and they wept, and they talked, and they ate together. Someday, my friend, this is what it will be for Israel when they realize their long-lost brother, the one that they sold down the road many, many years ago and they thought was dead all these years. He's alive. He's alive. He's not dead. He's not in the tomb. He's at the right hand of the power. He's God the Son, my friend. He's God the Son. This is so beautiful, isn't it? This is great. So if you want to catch up on the rest of these videos, you can click this playlist right here, How to Find Jesus in the Old Testament. You can go back and watch all of the episodes in Joseph. We're on episode 15 now, but you can go back, and you can go back to even Genesis 1, where we see the first word in the Bible, how it shows Jesus, and how Abraham and Isaac going up that mountain showed Jesus, all of that. So click on that playlist right there, my friend. Don't miss out.